All right, so today we're going to do a little quick review of rounding and talking about number size. So when we talk about a gaming system, maybe it's $399. No one really says that, right? What do we all say? We all say a gaming system that is $400. Now we can get into the marketing side that these numbers are actually substantially different in real world things, but when you talk about buying things. But we automatically think in 100 here, and that's the key that we have to pick up. We make a decision. We're going to round by hundreds in this case. All right? Which means you set up a number line in hundreds, and you think, where is 399? Well, 399 is much closer to 400 than it is to 300. Now, I know someone in here is saying, well, no, you look at that digit because you're making that digit. Yeah, but this digit sets the number line, all right? So, when I have a problem, like round 24 to the nearest 10, and I say 10, 24 has nothing to do with what I'm drawing right now. 0, 10, 20. Because I said count by tens. So when I do that then, 24, whoops, I suppose I need a 30. 24 is right here. Well, 24 is closer to 20. Its distance from 20 is 4. The distance to 30 is 6. So when we round 24 to the nearest 10, it's 20. But if I round 24 to the nearest 100, and we put 24 on the map, or number line, you can see it's much closer to 0. So when you round 24 to the nearest 100, the answer is 0. All right? But often what gets us in these problems is not rounding of whole numbers, it's rounding of decimals. So if I say I have the number 2.76 and I want to round to the 10th, first of all, hopefully we remember that this is a whole number, the decimal point, 10th, 100th, all right? And I do have some videos for review if you need help with some place value. So, again, I don't think about looking at the 6. What I say to myself is, we're going to say 10th. So we're going to count by tenths. Our marks are by tenths. And if I put 2.76 on the board, you can see it's closer to 2.8. Now, again, this is the idea. Yes, the method is still to say, here's the 10th, that digit has to stay. The 6 is 5 or more, right? And you round up. But if we think about the distance, what gets students often, I find on these problems, is problems like this. 3.97. All right. And again, if we're going to go by tenths, 3.8, 3.9, 4.0, 4.1. That is counting by tenths. All right? Those are the number line. If we put 3.97 here, it is obviously closer to 4.0 than it is 3.9. The 7 makes the 9 into 10. But I got to be clear, this is incorrect. That is incorrect. We said we wanted to go to the 10th, so the 10th needs a value placed in it. So in this case, the answer isn't 4, it's 4.0, and it's a big deal. Now again, we should do a couple examples where the number doesn't change. Say we go 3.82, 796. 3.82 is approximately right there. The 2, we don't care about the extra digits in this case. So the 2 is here, so this would round down to 3.8. Now, it does not matter if I change this to a hundredth and say we're going to round to hundredths. and we go 62.0916. The hundredth says count by hundredths. So when you think of a number line again, 62.09 is here. I put that in, so this is 62.08. This would be 62.10. This would be 62.11. Now, since it's 09, you know it's going to be in between these two values. But I like showing how the progression works. 62.0916, 091. So the 1 is smaller than 5. It says round to the hundredth, so you know your 10th and then your hundredth digit. All right? And again, this takes some practice, and the hardest ones are the ones where you have a trailing 0. So if I said to round, I change this problem just a little bit, and I change this problem to 0, 7. This is one that students don't care for again. We say go by hundredth. So again, I'll start with 62.00, 62.01, 61.99, 62.02. And do you guys see how it's counting by hundredths on each tick mark? So 62.0076. 0076 is over here. So it's closer to 62.1. And again, the method of saying here's the hundredth, we look at this. That's greater than 5, or 5 or greater. And then that means that turns into a 1. All right, we're going to practice some of these, and again, often on quizzes we have these problems. If you're struggling with place value at all, we'll have some review videos on that also. Keep practicing.